My financial advisor stole my life savings, so I stole his wife and his clients. It started when I discovered Richard had been moving my retirement funds into his personal accounts for over 2 years. Richard seemed like the perfect financial advisor. Well-dressed, confident, came highly recommended by my coworker, promised to grow my savings through aggressive but safe investment strategies. For 18 months, Richard sent quarterly reports showing steady growth. My $180,000 retirement fund was supposedly performing well, earning 8 to 12% annually. Everything looked legitimate on paper, but when I tried to withdraw $20,000 for a house down payment, Richard started making excuses. Market's volatile right now. Give it another month for better positioning. Month later, same story. Just closed a major trade. Need 2 weeks for funds to settle. 2 weeks became a month. Richard kept stalling with technical jargon about liquidity issues and portfolio rebalancing. I demanded direct access to my accounts. Richard claimed the investment platform was temporarily down for maintenance. Started getting suspicious. Real investment platforms don't stay down for weeks. Did my own research on the companies Richard claimed to be investing with. Half of them didn't exist. The other half had no record of my accounts. Richard had been creating fake investment reports while stealing my money. Confronted him directly. Richard, I want to see my actual account balances today. Listen, there's been some temporary setbacks. Market corrections, you understand. How much of my money is actually left? It's complicated. These things take time to resolve. How much, Richard? Maybe $30,000, but I can recover the rest with time. He'd stolen $150,000 of my retirement savings. Filed police reports and complaints with financial regulatory agencies. But Richard was smart. He'd been moving money through multiple shell companies, making it hard to trace. While authorities investigated, I decided on personal reconnaissance. Richard was married to Linda, a real estate agent who clearly didn't know about her husband's criminal activities. They lived in an expensive house, drove luxury cars, took frequent vacations, all funded by my stolen retirement money. I started attending open houses where Linda was the listing agent. Professional, friendly, seemed genuinely honest about her work. During casual conversation, I mentioned being recently divorced and looking for a fresh start. That's exciting. New chapter in life, Linda said encouragingly. Over several weeks, I attended more of Linda's open houses. We developed a professional rapport, then friendship. Linda was intelligent, hardworking, completely different from her criminal husband. I never mentioned knowing Richard or being his victim, just let our connection develop naturally. Meanwhile, I was documenting Richard's lifestyle and spending patterns. Expensive dinners, designer clothes, luxury vacations, all while telling me my money was tied up in investments. Linda started confiding about problems in her marriage. Richard was secretive about finances, disappearing for hours without explanation, seemed stressed and paranoid. He won't tell me anything about his business anymore, she said. Acts like he's hiding something. Because he was hiding something, he was hiding my stolen money. 6 months into our friendship, Linda and I had developed genuine feelings for each other. She was considering leaving Richard anyway due to his secretive behavior and controlling attitude. I finally told her the truth about who I was and what Richard had done. He stole your retirement savings? Linda was horrified. That's where all this money's been coming from? She immediately filed for divorce and cooperated with authorities investigating Richard. Linda provided access to their joint accounts, credit card statements, and financial records. Evidence showed exactly where my stolen money had gone. But I wasn't done with Richard. I started reaching out to Richard's other clients, warning them about potential fraud. Turns out I wasn't his only victim. Richard had been running Ponzi scheme using new client money to pay fake returns to existing clients. Classic financial fraud operation. Once word spread, Richard lost 18 clients in 2 weeks. His entire business collapsed as people demanded their money back. Richard was arrested for securities fraud, embezzlement, and operating illegal investment scheme. Federal charges carrying up to 20 years in prison. During trial, Linda testified against him, providing financial evidence that helped convict him. Richard was sentenced to 15 years federal prison in order to pay restitution to all victims. His assets were seized and liquidated. I recovered about $120,000 of my stolen money through court-ordered restitution. Linda and I are still together 2 years later. We bought a house using money from Richard's asset forfeiture. Richard lost his freedom, his business, his wife, and his clients, all because he thought he could steal people's life savings without consequences. Sometimes the best revenge is showing someone that everything they thought they owned can be taken away when they're exposed as frauds.